For People, question number 12, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question to the Prime Minister. Does he stand by his statements made during question number 6 on 15 March 2011?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, yes.
Jacinda Ardern.
Advice has he and Cabinet received on how many apprentices and industry trainees are required to meet New Zealand's existing and projected skills shortage, including the demands of the Leaky building and Christchurch rebuild?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, I don't have that detail to hand, and I'd suggest the member, if she wants to, puts down a written question to the relevant ministers. But I can say that the government has been doing a lot of work with both the Canterbury Development Corporation, the Industry Training Organisation and Polytechs and other relevant organisations to map the upcoming skills needed for the Canterbury region. One thing we can say that the picture is still developing, but so far it looks like the residential rebuild alone will require up to 12,500 full-time workers.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Prime Minister. Why hasn't the government required that bids to rebuild up to 10,000 homes in Christchurch include a commitment to take on apprentices?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, well, firstly, those bids haven't been taken yet. I mean, many people don't even know whether their own home will have to be rebuilt or a new home will be built. We don't have those conditions on new homes that are built around the rest of the country.
A point of order,
Point of order,
Speaker.
Jacinda Ardern.
My question was specific to the tender requirements that the government has already issued and asking why did that not include...
Order. The member should reflect on the question asked. She asked the Prime Minister why the government are doing certain things, and the Prime Minister gave an explanation why. It might not be the answer the member actually wanted, but it was still a perfectly reasonable answer to the question. Jacinda Ardern, further supplementary. Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
I know that we're not meant to litigate answers, but this is a black and white thing. It's about a tender that has been issued, and the Prime Minister said it hadn't been issued. I mean, how can...
Order. Now, the Speaker is not in a position to know whether an answer a minister has given is correct or not. That's not the issue. The issue is, was the question answered? More supplementaries are available for the member to pursue it. The member has a couple of further supplementaries to pursue the issue, and that's the way it should be done, not by way of point of order. Point of order, the Right Honourable Prime Minister.
My apologies, actually. I was confused by the question. I thought the member was asking about the 10,000 homes that we thought might need to be demolished, not the temporary homes. The answer is I don't have those contract details to hand. I'm not sure, but I'll look into it for the member.
Jacinda Ardern,
supplementary to the Prime Minister. Does he agree with the Register Master Builders Association Chief Executive Warwick Quinn, who has said there would not be enough builders in the coming years to meet demand, and that, quote, we may have to look at bringing tradesmen over from China, Philippines or Malaysia?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, we have had an indication that there's likely to be a shortage in occupations such as concreters, carpenters and joiners. What I can say is it's far too early to know whether that statement is right. The government is working on a number of initiatives in terms of training new people. We also know there are a lot of full-time workers in the Canterbury region who could actually work more hours. They've been working on reduced hours. We know that there are other workers from around New Zealand, so I think it's a little bit too early to know the answer to that statement.
That brings to a close questions for oral answer. Would some member